What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572, Return Chance. Today's January 2nd, 2023, which officially makes it the new year. So, Happy New Year's. Hope everyone had a good weekend. And if you guys do New Year's resolutions, hopefully you haven't broke it yet. I don't do them because I always break them. But anyways, let's hop on this market watch and do our first market watch of the year. So, starting off with Lady Labyrinth, I actually mentioned this card a couple market watches ago. I forgot when it was, but I thought about selling it at $8, and then I held on to it a little bit, and then I think last time we talked about it, it was at $10. Right now, it is at 12, $13, $13, $15. So basically pushing up to $15 because I see a lot of 14, 15, 15, 15, 15. So yeah, basically it's at $15. I actually sold this at $14.99 a couple of days ago. It was a little bit more hyped up. I even saw some copies at like $16, $17. But it has cooled down a bit, but it looks like it's settling at like the $15 price point. I think Labyrinth is seeing some play like in Master Duel, and maybe like those Master Duel players are trying to actually convert over to the TCG and are building this deck, which is why, the price has gone up and it's getting bought out. Also, it's one of those decks that I think that the OCG is having fun with at the moment. So, those are the things that are probably affecting it in the market. Moving on to the next card is Blazing Cartesia. I actually purchased a couple of these on the market watch we did, I think, last week for like $14. And I'm glad I did that because they have pushed up because a new fusion was announced and a new synchro was announced that are using. It doesn't specify that it uses Blazing Cartesia, but basically it specifies that it uses Blazing Cartesia the way it's worded. It's a new Bysteel is a no not Bysteel. It's a Despia. It's a new Despia synchro or something that uses Blazing Cartesia. But basically they have gone up to the $25 price point. 25, 25.50, 25.80, 25, 26. So like 25 going up to like $26 now. So from $14 where we picked it up last week, going up to $26, that's a pretty big jump. Do I see it sticking at this price? Probably not. It'll probably come back down to like $20-ish. But then it's gonna go back up once the new, Despia stuff and like the new Bysteel stuff release, the new fusion monster, the synchro monster, it'll probably go back up then, but I could see this cooling down within a couple of weeks to like 20-ish, and then it'll go back up later on. Rite of Armisia is one we looked at the other day. We noticed it going up, and it officially broke its market price and has shot up. I think people have been mentioning that this is being used in Catch Tiras because it does give you access to a level 7 like Wandering Griffin and like Illegal Knight. So these have gone up to the price point where they are at 44, 44, 45, 46-ish. $46-ish dollars. I actually saw a couple being sold yesterday at like almost $50. Let's see. So 46. Well, it looks like they've been selling at like 46. There's a couple sales yesterday at like almost $50, but it looks like they cooled down a bit to 46, which is still pretty high because they were at like 35. They were under 35 the other day. So yeah, they have gone up pretty high. Next card we're going to be talking about is Fateful Adventure. I'm actually going to be talking about the collector rare on this one because I picked up some collector rares like when they first released, like for $32. And they haven't moved too much, but I did notice some starting to disappear off the market. And there's only a couple copies under like the $40 price point. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's almost basically $40. So there's like 4 copies under $40, and then they go up like past 40 from there. So that's just something to take note of. They haven't been moving too much like price wise, but I mean after these disappear off the market, they'll basically be at $40. And I picked them at 32, so I'm happy about that they're going up. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think on that. Going back to the Rite of Armisia though, I'm not really sure how I feel about picking these up at the current price because we all kind of expected to get a reprint sometime next year. It just, do you want to wait for that reprint? That's the question. So when you're like trying to buy these, or if you're gonna try to pick some of these up, keep that in mind that it might get reprinted. So if you're one of those people that doesn't need it, I would say sell it off. If you need it for like the upcoming YCSs and stuff, I would probably pick these up because they might go up a little bit. But make your own judgment on that, because I'm not really sure when they're getting reprinted, but I'm pretty sure for sure they're gonna get reprinted sometime next year. Ethereum King regulars, I noticed, was going up. It was at, I remember buying a couple copies at like $25, and it was sitting at like 25-ish dollars, 27-ish dollars for the longest, and it has recently like started going back up to the $30 price point. So we have some German, French copies at like 28. First English at 28 right here, and then 28, 29, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. So yeah, they're starting to go up a little bit. This is one of those that's gonna get reprinted for sure next year. But we do have some, what was that new Infinite Track? There's a new Infinite Track getting what was it? Cyberstorm Axis? I think it's in Cyberstorm Axis. There's a new Infinite Track monster in Cyberstorm Axis, which is a nice extender for Earth Machine, and Earth Machine does use Regulus, so maybe that's why the Regulus is starting to get bought a little bit. I could see Regulus going up to like the $40 price point, because it is a good card. It's basically a negate for machine decks. Machine decks aren't topping at the moment though, so I'm not really sure how long this will stick or how long it'll take for him to go up. But I mean, he's still pretty cheap at $30 if you're gonna be playing like an Earth Machine deck or like a machine deck in general. $30 is still pretty cheap for regulars. These were like at $80 to $100 during the release, so $30 isn't too much. So the next card I want to talk about is Harpy's Featherstorm. So these haven't moved too much, but it is one of those cards that Flunders play, and Flunders is kind of that deck that keeps coming in and out of the format. It's one of those decks that could still compete with like other decks, and hasn't really got hit in any way. So I just wanted to take a look at it and see what these Harpy's Featherstorms are at. Let's see. It looks like they're at like, so that's $6 damage, $8 for lightly played, $8 lightly played, 9, 9, 9, 10 for an Italian, and another 10 right there. So they're basically going up to like the $10 price point for the ultra rares. And then super rares are at basically almost $9 to $10 as well for the super rare. So that's kind of interesting. I would just pick up the ultra at that point. And then commons are still kind of expensive. These are like $8 to $9. Wow, for a common. $9 commons. Wow. So if I were you guys, Flunders I don't think is getting touched anytime soon, and it's one of those popular decks that, you know, people love running. So if you do want to run Flunders before these get more expensive, because it looks like the fucking common is $10 and the super rare is going up to $10 as well, I would probably pick up some copies of the ultra rare, since it is the highest rarity. So it'll lose less value if for some reason this gets reprinted somewhere, like an OTS pack, which is the only set I see it getting reprinted in. So I would pick up like the ultra rares right now if you're gonna play it during, like, you know, this year during the YCS season and stuff, or regionals or whatever. But that's just my opinion. Baron de Flor is one of those cards we know that is getting reprinted later on this year in Maze of Memories. Last month it was announced for a reprint, and its price point dropped to like 70-ish, 80-ish dollars, and I honestly thought it's gonna drop even more, so I panic sold mine at like $76. I had 2 copies lying around and I wasn't using them, and I was like, you know what, before they drop even further, which they probably will once it gets reprinted, I think it's gonna hit like $40 to $50. But I panic sold and at $76, and I should have held on to it actually, because Baron has gone up to the price point of 91, 92, 93, 93, 94, 95, 97, and $100. It's almost reaching $100 again, which is pretty crazy because we know it's getting reprinted. But apparently, if whoever like needs a Baron is gonna pay for the Baron, because they're not gonna wait around to get that reprint. So they'll probably lose out on some money, but they don't care. They're just gonna play the card. So yeah, the market would do what the market would do. We have people paying the $100 price point for Baron. It was at 75, 80 ish for the longest, because of the reprint announcement. But yeah, people that will pay that $100 price point for Baron. It's a good card. I don't blame them. So usually at night when I have like nothing to do, I just take a look at different sets. And one of the sets I was looking at was Ghost from the Past, because I was eyeing Ferris for a while, but I was also eyeing the secret rare Ferris, which were like under $10. But I'm kind of late on it now because last night I took a look at it, and these Ferrises have shot up to the price point of let's see, damage is 8. Then you got moderate at 12, and then they hit $18 for the first near mint, and then next near mint is at 20, 24, and then 24, and then they go up to like $28. So I'm late on that one, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's what happens in the market. People who play heroes are, they use 3 of these, I think, in the deck, if I'm not mistaken. So they want their max rarity heroes, and Ferris is a staple in that deck, so I could see why it's going up in price. I would actually consider getting some of these ultra rares as well, because like I said, it's one of those fan favorite decks, and people are always going to be looking for these cards, so I could see these going up as well in the future. I'm actually going to pick some up after this too. There's also a German one if you guys are interested. I'm not really into German cards, but if you're a hero player and want a German card and if you're a hero player and need a Ferris and don't mind it being German, there's a $5 one here. I actually added it to cart, but I'm not really gonna do anything with it. So whoever watches this market watch and wants to pick it up, go for it. I'll remove it right now. Next card is also a hero card. I'm not really too familiar with it, but I did notice it going up as well a little bit. These were like at $4 at the beginning of the month and have gone up slightly throughout this month. Well, throughout last month, because we're in the new month now. These are like hitting the $5 to $6 price point now. 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5. And yeah, going up to like $5 to $6. So keep that in mind. The last card we're gonna be talking about is Darko. I saw House of Chance bring up Darko as a tech to clear boards, and I decided to put it up on here as well. And I'm gonna be talking about the secret rare because I have the secret rares. And it looks like, let's see, Joey's World Collection 4. Yeah, they gone up. What were these at? I forgot what I picked these up at. I think I paid like $4 to $5 for them. I have a cup of Darkos. I was teching it in like dinosaurs. What's slightly played? I was trying to tech in a dinosaur to like destroy baby, but it didn't really work out. So I just have them in the folder now. Looks like lightly played are like at $9, $10, and then near mints are reaching like the $14 price point. Let's take a look at the other one now. Yugi's World Legendary Collection 3. Yeah, these are moderately, lightly. Where's lightly? $9 for unlimited near mint. $9, $10, $10. These are like $10. So basically like $10 to $15 for secret rares, which is pretty high for a dark hole. I might actually, yeah, I'm getting rid of some before the hype goes down. Platinum rare, we have platinum rares too. Platinum rares are they're pretty cheap. Like $4 to $5 for platinum rares. I actually like the platinum rare rarity. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about that. I'm gonna just sell my secrets and pick up platinum rares. Let's see what else we have. We have the ultra rares as well, but these are like from an old set, so yeah, these are gonna be high. I'm not touching those. I'll just rather pick up the platinum rares for myself. But let me know what you guys think about dark hole being teched as a way to clear boards. I honestly think evenly match is way better, but I mean, you never know how the format's gonna go later on. So if you guys are gonna pick up dark holes, I would suggest go for platinum rare. I like platinum rare. Secrets are kind of high, but if you want to buy my secrets, go. I'm gonna list them later, and you guys could go pick those up. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram at Return to the Chance. Again, Happy New Year, and I just wanted to thank you guys again for supporting us and supporting the channel. We'll have more videos for you guys this year. Some deck profiles are in the works. We have events we're going to go to for vlogs, etc., etc. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.